y'all, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your likes, your shares, your comments, subscription to the channel, also the membership area. Thank you so much. Divine Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What's collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? I heard transparency. I heard intended target or impending target. So somebody needs to fess up about something. I feel like something's weighing heavily on their mind. So they need to come clean or either just be direct about some information, something that they've been hiding. Could have been planning, plotting, strategizing, but now it feels like they need to walk away from it altogether or just be done with it and not execute whatever plan or goal in mind that they had for a certain individual or an outcome. That's what I'm getting, y'all. Transparency means they need to fess up about this. And I'm hearing it's to clear like their conscience because something had taken over them. Like that's how powerful this was, that it just ran them into defeat is what I just heard. So they obviously know they've been defeated, but that's come out in the reading. So I'm not surprised. I am surprised to hear that they want to go ahead and just kind of fess up about what's been going on. Now that I'm surprised about because I feel like a lot of things were done in secrecy, seclusion. It was smile in your face while they were trying to take your place. Backstabber energy. Yeah, they didn't want you to know that they were behind whatever I'm hearing elusive plan. So you really weren't supposed to know about this plan at all, but it was being done. But they didn't reach, I'm hearing the word hierarchy. They didn't get to, I guess, the tier that they saw themselves achieving. So that means that has to do with some sort of ranking energy. They wanted to rank above you. I feel like layman's terms, they just wanted to be better than you. So that's the channel energy, y'all. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Let's go ahead and get some cards out here. See what's going on. This card came out kind of inconspicuously. I want to keep that in mind. Like they just kind of wanted to slip through the crack, like nobody saw them sort of thing, or just like, never mind, you didn't see me. Oh, there goes everything. Uh-oh. There's a splatter right here. We'll call this the splatter, like splat. So I'm hearing somebody fell on their face. All right, we'll keep that in mind for here. These cards right here, let me adjust, fix everything. All right, y'all, let's just go with this. You saw what happened, right? Whatever this was right here is a big impact on someone, but that might be the one who's going through this transparency, or maybe they were like I'm hearing the vessel. All right. Let's get the bottom of the day energy now that I've gained control over this situation. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, y'all. So this is somebody who is saying that they're unable to walk away, but I feel like what we heard with the channeling, like they're being inspired to go ahead and give up the ghost of this whole thing. Like this game is over, like it's been over, right? So this person's like just kind of having to catch up and come out of, I guess, some sort of denial, some sort of clouded headspace that they were in. Because I heard that whoever this is, was the vessel. So so the energy now is, this is the energy that brought this particular goal and and toried. That's oriented, goal oriented. I don't know why I stumbled over that just now, but remember that was the splat energy. So yeah. This was the goal-oriented energy that came into someone's life to where now that person is going through like this transparency moment till they have to fess up to what it was that they were doing. Because that is, I'm hearing the path of least resistance. Like that's the only way out at this point. It's almost as if this person has to tell you what was going on in order for them to be freed from hearing from execution. So that means somebody's about to be taken out, or either they know there's some sort of foretelling, some sort of energy around them that, you know, they're possibly about to be executed, however that is. It maybe doesn't have to be physically, but they know it's a very horrible ending here for them. I hear they don't like it. Okay. So that means that they know that there's only one way to get out of this. And I feel like it has to do with that confession energy. But I feel like the understanding is that it has to come to your ears. Like it has to be received by you, collective. They can tell everybody in the world they want to that they were the bad guy, they did these horrible things to you, but no, it has really no resonance, no pure effect to get them out of this execution energy. They have to tell it directly to the person that they were harming. So that sounds like some sort of law or rule. It has to be done this way. So, you know, I'm also receiving, they might have received this insight, this sort of spiritual intel, possibly from a practitioner or somebody of some high divine guidance that walked into their path to help them out. And they're saying that you have to go tell this person the plan. Like that's the only way to get them out of this horrible ending that they're going through. So I got all that just now from that 8 of Cups reverse. Spirit, anything else about the 8 of Cups reverse? I heard tempting offer. So that's the reason why they've not fessed up. The goal-oriented energy that was coming out, it's very tempting. That offer is very tempting. So it just makes it really hard for them to walk away. So they're tied into this with this Queen of Wands. That's the energy. Look, we got the 2 of Cups right here, y'all. There it is. There's a partnership. They're tied into some sort of partnership with this Queen of Wands. But I heard this was the vessel. This was the actual link to what they got caught up in that was coming against you, Divine Collective. So there's a tie here. But this is where, when those cards went crazy on me and everything almost toppled over, I had to catch the cards from falling on the floor. I heard splat, like this was a splat energy, something falling on its face. All right, shall we? Let's go ahead and dive into the splat energy. Like, let's go ahead and get this show on the road, right? I feel like I want to see what this is in the heart of the matter. What was this card, y'all? This card was... oh, this was the one that kind of slid out inconspicuously from the deck, right? Let's go ahead and see what this is, because this one's calling me right now. But that was the bottom of the deck energy. Let's see what's going on. We have the 4 of Pentacles. So that was the holding on, the tightness, the temptation coming from this Queen of Wands. It's about these pentacles and the ownership and the control and the reign over this. This is the look at me now. So somebody doesn't want to give this information up because it's going to make them look like some sort of sap or sucker or something. I feel like something's going to be thrown in their face if they give up this goal-oriented energy that was against you, collective. Spirit, tell me more about the 4 of Pentacles before we cross over into the Queen of Wands. I'm hearing ownership, but I heard duel. So a duel could mean like them going against one another over these pentacles. This is possession with the 4 of Pentacles. So there's some sort of dual energy, like a battle, a duel over pentacles. Are we surprised? No. All right, let's get into the Queen of Wands. Now, I mean, this is basically the why there's some sort of resistance energy that came up earlier would be over this control and reign. But I feel like whoever's connected to you, collective, that was going against you in secrecy because of this Queen of Wands coming into their lives, being it over pentacles, reign and control. I heard that, you know, they didn't want to give this up because it's going to make them look like some sort of sap. And that's the last thing that they want to look like. They don't want to look or be conceived as broke, like that is like a curse to them. How dare you refer to me as the broke? How does that even come out of your mouth when you're referring to me, talking to me? Who's broke? You know, that's the energy I'm picking up. That's the worst thing that you could say to them. But I feel like by them giving up this information when they come to you is, well, that's what they're supposed to do. That's what they've been guided and told to do by a spiritualist or whoever. Somebody came in their path and said, you need to go tell this person that you've been coming up against exactly, you know, what you've been doing. And you just need to fess up. This person's having a hard time doing that. And we discovered that it's over this Four of Pentacles. They don't want to give up some sort of reign and control that's tied in with this Queen of Wands, because they're going to look like a sap to this Queen of Wands. So this Queen of Wands is somebody who also has some sort of reign and control over this person's power. I'm hearing limitless. They have limitless control over possibly your ex-person or whoever this reading is tied to in connection to harming you, collective, behind your back, with the help of this Queen of Wands. I heard the word supersede. So again, I feel like their energy was just taken over. That's why they kind of kept going, even after the fact of just at middle of defeat. They still kept going. This Queen of Wands has charged them, has superpowered, charged some sort of energy that's keeping this person on go when it comes to this goal. Because I feel like the Queen of Wands would have had to put this kind of energy in play. I don't know what the goal is, but that's really what we need to focus on and understand. What in the world is this goal that has to do with you, collective? Let's see if we're going to get to that. I'm sure we will, because it's coming up. All right, let's see what's behind the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is on the side, so I'm hearing that there's some sort of threat looming, or, you know, this is the temptation energy that I picked up, but that's connected to whoever's connected to you who was wronging you, collective. But they're on the side, so they know that something's being tampered with right here. But I feel like they put everything into place to where this person would always be on go when it came to coming against you, collective. But this person has received some advice. Okay. I'm repeating myself at this point. I feel like I was just supposed to make that clear, like crystal clear. It's almost as if your person, we can't say that they don't have anything to do with it, but they're being super powered, charged by this Queen of Wands energy to come against you. Like still after the fact, after, you know, admitting defeat. So I just need to make that clear. That doesn't give this person, your ex-person, whoever this is, it doesn't give them a pass, because this is the direct result of their doings that caused them to slip into this energy. Like they really basically slipped and fell into some S-H-I-T, like literally. All right, behind the Queen of Wands, all of these are to be determined, whatever's going on here with the Queen of Wands. Look, there they are, because I felt the King of Pentacles energy out here. They're right behind that Queen of Wands. So she's controlling. Okay, so she has two people she's controlling. Your ex-person is just one, but there's two. So there's two men, and I'm being gender specific. I probably should not be, but energy-wise, there are two people. I'm hearing inhabitants. So there are two people that she's possessed their energy. So basically, she's the one that orchestrated some sort of control and reign over your ex-person to cause them to come against you. But that energy's been defeated. But she has two energies here. So there's one other that's helping to drive this force of this Queen of Wands. But I have to say, all of this energy is basically being returned back to her. Meaning, if she was the one orchestrating your ex-person to come against you, that was only to build up some sort of harvest for her. Right? We're talking about spellcraft, witchcraft here. All of that was to siphon back to her, but there's two energies here that she's feasting off of. One's the King of Pentacles and the other is the King of Cups. So we can look at it as she has two male counterparts if we were to be gender specific. Yeah, Two of Cups. So that Nine of Wands is letting me know that she knows something's up. Now, I have to look at the position of the cards. the King of Pentacles, I feel like is somebody who is still on board with the Queen of Wands, but I feel like the King of Cups, whoever that is, it's backed away. So if she's already lost one, she knows the King of Pentacles is possibly about to be gone too, but the equivalent of being gone means this King of Pentacles is about to set the record straight here. And the Queen of Wands knows this because it's already happened with this King of Cups. So I'm over here as a reader trying to see, okay, so if all of these, you know, if we have 3 court cards by way of people that are under the reign of this Queen of Wands, like she is definitely blood sucking off of these 2 kings. Why is it that if the King of Cups is already, you know, I'm hearing things like they cut their losses, so meaning they walked away without wanting to, okay, so that's it. So the King of Cups walked away without having to feel like they needed to go and get justice, or, you know, you did this to me, you did that. The King of Cups, I'm feeling just completely like, I'm out of here, whatever. It's the King of Pentacles is the one who's still fighting here, because that's where that 4 of Pentacles comes in. The duel. The King of Pentacles is still trying to play nicey-nicey with the Queen of Wands to try to get... When the King of Pentacles should just walk away, but that's not what they're about. And if this is your ex-person, you know this. They're not walking away from no money. They're not walking away from no... Okay, so I'm being reminded of the save face. They're not about to be called broke in this situation. Like they are not about to have this Queen of Wands turn things back over on them. So I'm being reminded that the Queen of Wands knows that something is up. I heard betrayal just now, but that would be a duel going against someone, because that's what's happening here. So the 8 of Cups, knowing that, you know, your ex-person, possibly this King of Pentacles, needs to walk away, but they're still being held by way of a pentacle energy with this 4 of Pentacles. It has something to do with control and reign. I heard prosper and prosperity just now. But prosper being the root word possibly, or a relative of prosper being a relative of prosperity. So that for me, that means like they just need to win. So, oh boy. So they've been defeated by you, collective, but they got this Queen of Wands that they're determined to not be called broke in this situation by this Queen of Wands. Like that's not about to happen. When they really are supposed to be focused on coming toward you and telling you what's been going on behind your back, because it has a lot to do with this Queen of Wands. But they're not in a place, they're not ready, or maybe they're just focused on the wrong thing right now. Once again, focus on the wrong thing. Like you've received specific advice from a higher, enlightened, divine one, but you're still focused on, okay, well, I heard the devil's devices. So if this Queen of Wands was all about, I heard practitioner. So this Queen of Wands is a practitioner. So that should be no secret to your ex-person or whoever's connected to you in this energy. It should be no secret to this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles knows that this Queen of Wands is a practitioner. So that's the idea, y'all. So now they're going up against a practitioner. That's what this is. Wow. All right, let's get into what else is going on with this Queen of Wands and this whole dynamic here. So I see the 6 of Wands reverse. So of course that means no victory, but we talked about, you know, this Queen of Wands knows something's up because the King of Cups is already out. You know, they cut their losses and they're out of there. So I feel like this Queen of Wands, it's giving me like a tank running empty or a supply about to run empty. Because the King of Cups has, I heard distracted or extraction, extracted. So if the King of Cups is not physically around because they said, I'm out of here, and they cut their losses, this Queen of Wands is not able to have some sort of possession over that King of Cups like she once did. She's still eating off of whatever she had like supplied, harvested up, but that supply is soon to run out. And that's going to only leave this King of Pentacles. But the King of Pentacles could easily be out too, but they're just sticking around for some sort of, you're not about to call me broke energy. They're still waiting around to take possession or keep possession of something, but they're the ones being kept possession of by this Queen of Wands. So it's like a catch-22 for this King of Pentacles. All right. Ooh, here's the possession. Here it is. I mean, I felt the double energy, y'all, because I said, y'all, listen. Anyway, we got the Three of Cups reverse, just confirmation. We got the Devil card reverse. So this is what else is going on with this Queen of Pentacles, which we already knew. So they already, with the Three of Cups reverse, they know the party's over, which we've been talking about. And that Devil card reverse, they're losing their supply. This partnership, Two of Cups, this demonic partnership, they got to feed this beast. So what they had was good by way of these two, the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Now that means for me, looking forward, the Queen of Wands just has to head out and find some more to feast off of. But the King of Cups is no more. Once that, I'm hearing elixir, whatever runs out that she collected from this King of Cups energy, once that runs out, it's kind of like candle magic or spell work, period. I mentioned candle magic for a reason, so that Queen of Wands can have everything to do with that. But you have to keep doing it. And if not physically going around somebody, if you're not able to access them anymore, then that's going to be like a quick, result of, okay, my magic's going to run out. But if you can't re-up, however the re-up energy goes, then it's done. It's a done deal. But that's the King of Cups. Whatever she's eating off of, the last of, is going to run out. That King of Pentacles doesn't even know that they're still caught up in this, I'm hearing matrix, but it's like a different kind of matrix. It's like the demonic version of a matrix, right? I said catch-22, so that feels like kind of the same sort of energy there. Like they can't help but to be there, but it's like to their detriment. But that's that Four of Pentacles. I heard get out of Dodge. But, that won't be any surprise for this King of Pentacles. They know this. But their ego is keeping them around this Queen of Wands, which the Queen of Wands gets to keep eating. All right, let's look up here, see what's above this Two of Cups. I don't even need to really go over the Two of Cups. But, it's in jeopardy. But we talked about that with the situation with the Queen of Wands and the two kings. It's in jeopardy. Excuse me. Let me turn these cards over. I have the Nine of Cups reversed, so obviously something's spilling out, but I figured the reason why it's in the reverse is they never thought that their supply would run out. So they were kind of careless and reckless with it. So there's something that this Queen of Wands did, or they slept or slipped or something. Oh, that was a splatter. They slipped. Something. Remember I said with the spell work, you got to keep doing it. So there was something that they stopped doing or weren't able to do, or something that's causing these energies of the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles to kind of release themselves from the grip of this demonic toxicity of a spell working practitioner, we heard, Queen of Wands. So she slipped on something splattered. I heard right in her face, or right in front of her face. Let's see if we'll find that out here. Let's see if it's here behind the Nine of Cups. All right, so we have the Wheel reverse and the Eight of Swords reverse. The Eight of Swords reverse is like a release energy. The Wheel card reverse is karmic. It's like having to go backwards to fix something. So a release, I heard a release of funds. So we are talking about the Four of Pentacles here, and the King of Pentacles at that. So there was a release of funds, but it caused some sort of, you know what? There's something about this practitioner and how they receive. This might have to do with receiving payment for some work, but something sent them backwards instead of forward. So whatever they were paid for, released someone or something. I heard windfall just now. Somebody was released here. So if that windfall energy and this release has to do with something that they were feeding off of, I say they. So we could be talking about the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Oh, duh, y'all. Collective, hello, that's you. That's you. You were released. There was something that this practitioner received. I don't know if it's on the back end or something sabotaged, what they would call sabotage, but it ended up releasing you, collective, and put them back into some sort of karmic energy. Not that they weren't already karmics, but something went backwards. I'm hearing return to sender. It's something specifically about something going back to them. But it has to do, I'm hearing willfully gain. This has to do with this practitioner receiving money. Something that they took on or received or some sort of payment rendered is what allowed your release. But the release, okay, so I'm trying to find, the connection with you, collective, being like the windfall or the Ten of Pentacles or whatever this is, because at the end of the day, we are talking about this King of Pentacles who possibly is connected to you and was the originator of using your energy. If this is the one who had to come back around, remember I mentioned the spell work, you have to keep doing it. Like it's not forever. You got to re-up. So they will come around you to physically get into your energy. If that's even sliding inside of you, male to female intercourse, they had to tap into your energy. That's the re-up, or either just coming around you, and I don't know what they would do if they had to just breathe your energy in or get a hug from you or what. It was something. It was a connection. But it was feeding this Queen of Wands by way of this demonic devil energy. Whew. Not like we have not heard this before. But we're just understanding now that they lost out. So this deal was over, I'm hearing, before it even began. So that lets you know that you're, of course, divinely protected. You were being, I heard sought over, but I know sought after and looked over were trying to combine themselves. So if I took that up a notch to like the spiritual energy, the metaphysical, it's like ancestors versus ancestors, right? Or whatever that is. That has to do with something coming together. But we talked about the bloodline energy being bullied from lifetime to lifetime. It always seems to kind of come up that there's the energy that constantly follows a divine one, and it's always for possession, control, and to defeat you. But it never works. It never happens. They might tap in a little bit, but after a while it's discovered because your team was already like heads up. They knew what was coming your way. Let me turn this card over. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. Spirit, what's the Eight of Wands? Maybe that's what I just went over just now. What is the Eight of Wands? I heard spiritual connection and intellect. So you receiving this knowledge, the downloads, just the energy of even knowing you're a divine one, like just coming to fruition is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing defeat your foes. You becoming in divine line or alignment is basically the connection, the summary. The execution is coming back up. I heard executo. I don't know if that's, execution in another language. Something having to do with exit. Could be like a root word or relative of execution, exit. But it's done. It's out of here. But this person, your ex-person, King of Pentacles, who, they're still being fueled because they're still connected to this Queen of Wands. So that's very dangerous, I would say, at this point. And how far that danger goes, I don't know. We can pull some more cards, but I'll go over into the extended. So if you want to know more about the extended membership, please look in the description below. And thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. And I hope this helps.